Caller, are you there?
Yeah. What's up, man?
Man, you just missed Lazy.
I just missed him, huh?
Just missed him. He's gone.
Yeah, I was going to kick it with him.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Well, we're going to get him back again. Matter of fact, one day we're going to bring the whole Bone Thugs in studio live, or either we're going to go to them and kick it with them or something, man. I might invite all of y'all to come hang out with me.
All right, where that be at? Where's that say?
They coming. Look, they're going to be all coming to town again real soon.
Okay.
Yeah, and stay locked in with that brother John Drama here in Detroit, because he's the one that a lot of times has a lot to do with them coming into town.
Yeah, I'm
Mr. Bitty Bow Bow.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I used to go do open mics, and John Drama used to go do a couple shows at a couple places.
Right. Well,
Back
John is
at
blown
Albans,
up now.
Albans used to be open.
Yep. Hey, man, I appreciate your call, bro. Thank you.
All right, man. You have a good one, man.
You too, bro.
Yeah.
Peace. All right. Again, this is, of course, the Hodo Show and the Other Viewpoint. We are down on time. We got about maybe 6-7 minutes left. And I said that I was going to talk about that rally from last week. A lot of people were disheartened with it. A lot of people got, inspiration from it. There were some highs and some lows because I was there. I checked it out. And it was one of the biggest turnouts that I'd ever seen dealing with a grassroots effort. Now, the news station said that, well, there was a couple of hundred people. No, it was about 2,000 people were there. And the news entities will not be able to disface that or dispute that because they had sign-in sheets and nobody got in without signing in. They made sure of it. So there were well over 2,000 people there. And may very well have been too many doggone speakers with them rah-rah speeches because some of the stuff they said didn't make no doggone sense. I ain't gonna name no names, but I heard somebody talking about that. They said, well, that the Tea Party, they crucified Jesus because they put him on a T. I don't know what the hell that was about. But one thing I must pull from this thing, and that was when Sharon McPhail said something very astute. Because we all have flipped on one another at one time or another. Not all of us. Some of us stay true to the game. But she said something that was very important. She turned to all of the folks who were sitting up there on the rostrum and the folks who were standing up there giving the rah-rah speeches. And she said, y'all don't understand what's going on here. I'm kind of paraphrasing. She said, but most of us up here, we don't like each other. Matter of fact, we don't even get along. But for this, because it's important that Detroit doesn't get a city manager, that we kind of push back and forget about our differences because it's more important that we work together. Now, I agree with what I heard the Eastside lady say on many aspects earlier about a lot of the folks were just there. They shouldn't have been there because they were part of the problem. So for them, we know who they are. But for the folks who were sitting in that audience who legitimately said, we don't want nobody taking this joint over, that's who I give the commend to. I commend them because they got off their dusty crusty for a change and showed up. And the people didn't leave out of there like a lot of times, the folks get that warm, fuzzy feeling that, like the little bear that ate the honey. I was listening to what people were saying. I was watching what people were doing. And I was not getting caught up into the moment, you see. One thing that I didn't like is that they passed the bucket. Eventually the church passed the bucket. But one thing I saw that was astute, I sat on a particular road that bucket came down that road so fast, I know they ain't put a dime in there. So I ain't like that part because nobody know what their money was going towards. Also, some of them folks should have been ashamed of themselves because they knew that they were swindling people and had been running okie doke. So they shouldn't have even stepped up there. One cat in particular, I remember Wendell Anthony said he wanted to commend the preacher who opened up his church to let that thing happen. Well, you got a church, but I don't want to defuse nothing or start. Well, I already started. It don't really matter. But the real is that, yeah, it was some rah-rah going on. But at the same time, there was a slight solution presented. And that was something that could possibly work. And that is that all of those people who were there took petitions to go out and get rid of this law for the city manager. Yeah, they say they might have enough signatures already, but so what? Overkill is the deal, because we know how folks have been flipping signatures out, trying to recall folks and do stuff for years. So overkill, that's a necessity. Now, if we're going to keep doing the same old stuff the same way and get no results, I ain't for that. But if we're going to make a concerted effort to stand up for ourselves and to do something, and if by chance there is no city manager, if by chance Detroit has an opportunity to keep home rule, I want to see what in the world is the next step. That's all I want to see. I don't want to hear no more, don't take this, this is slavery. I don't want to hear that crap. What's the next step? Where the think tank at amongst this hierarchy of the citizenry of Detroit that has legitimate plans on how to pull our feet out of the fire? Now, if by chance there is no plan, well, shut up and quit whining about what's going to happen. If you're not working on a plan, we can't depend. Look, they owe the city $250 million. Are they even thinking about giving it to the city? Nope. They found so many $1 billion and cut off so many different programs. Do you think they want to ease any of that money to the city of Detroit? Nope. All of these state and federal officials and city officials who knew some of this stuff was going on, who may not be in office any longer, Sheila Cockrell and some of the other ones who are still there, Ken Cockrell. Some of y'all who were the mayor, Dennis Archer, Kwame Kilpatrick. Some of you folks who supported them and were a part of this stuff, y'all know how to fix this because y'all helped it to become this way. So step up or get the heck out the way. Leave now if you're not going to help. But if you're willing to help and if folks are willing to take part in it, that's a good thing. As long as folks want to help themselves. And we got to quit letting other folks divvy off our stuff, because one thing guaranteed and certified, if a city manager comes in this joint, the city will be entirely dismantled. It's about 50% dismantled now. But folks holding on to that last 50% so hard that they're not letting go. So let's not let one of these cats or a couple of these cats who in the background who you thought was on your side, as you trying to hold on, start pulling your fingers and loosening your grip so that you won't be able to hold on no more. That's my spiel on the rally. There were some highs and some lows, but overall, I think the people are going to make a concerted effort, and I think some of you out there are going to join in. So that's my spiel on it. That's all. That's my deal with it, and I've dealt with it. And those of you who don't like it, you just don't like it. And nothing you can do about it. Huh? All right. We're getting ready to get out of here. And again, we want to thank our brother Lazy Bones, as well as we want to thank Sudden Bay for calling in, as he always does, and bringing it. And one more thing before I get out of here. I got to remind you about the date we have at Blondie's on the 11th of February. That'll be Saturday, February 11th for the 02 or the 012. 012. Yep. At Blondie's. That'll be going on February 11th, 2281 West 4th Street, right here in Detroit. Harper House Records brings to you none other than Q Harper. You'll be having comedy from Jay Bell, special guests, renowned dancers, the Detroit Ballroomers, the Chicago Steppers, Darnell or Daryl and Angie of Another Level Dance LLC, plus Kevin Flash Collins of Dance Fusion, also straight out of Chi-Town from the Steppers Internet Connection Network. Cynthia Bean will be co-hosting this thing with none other than yours truly and bringing to the stage the Q Harper experience. where it's going to be a night of love. Huh? A what? A night of love. You know, I had to change that voice. You know, when certain things, you know, when y'all talk about love, sometimes folks is, get all up in here and say a night of love, baby. Just a night of love. With Q Harper. So make sure to keep that date locked in, February 11th, a couple days before Valentine's Day, and it will be recorded so that it will be done pay-per-view in Canada. I want to see all of y'all there in the video having a good time. A pre-Valentine's Day thing. Yours truly will be co-hosting this thing with Miss Cynthia Bean out of Chicago. So we're going to kind of have a Midwest connection between Cynthia Bean and yours truly. And Q Harper's just going to bring it on home and give you a night of love. We get ready to get out of here. So as per usual, let me roll these Big Bean credits. Matter of fact, let me see if I can do some quick check-ins, then I'm going to get out of here. Quick check-ins and get out because we've run out of time, didn't we? Let's see what we got here. See if we got a little bit more of that, little in flight. Are you there in flight? Say what? Got a little in flight and we're going to get ready to get out of here. I want to remind you to keep on keeping on listening to the Hodo Show and the Other Viewpoint, because I am your brother, there is no other. So for the Hodo Show and the Other Viewpoint, hey, say it loud, I'm black and I'm proud to do something to be proud of. Yo, my mind. Let me roll these Big Bean credits.
Figure out why every day you give me butterflies. You lift me high, makes me wanna fly. Seems like every time I see you, it seems like it's a surprise. I try to keep my cool, try not to show you a lot of me. Cause if I do, you'd probably run away from me. I can't see this ever happening, cause I know that I would die if you ain't next to me. Yeah. Stay here with me, girl, don't you ever leave. Don't you ever leave me, no. You and I probably would make a family. Girl, don't deny, I'd rather lay down and die. Send me an angel from above to take me to the sky.